My name's Danny Chu, and I'm with Journey.io. So I figured if I'm going to give a presentation of some sort, I should leverage Journey to do so. So you're going to maybe be sort of like Inception-esque. So you'll see Journey being used. I'll also show you how to build journeys here in a second via the demo. But yeah, sort of like what Justin did. I think for us, Journey, our goal is to create champion enablement. And I think for every salesperson or even every marketer or anybody that's sort of responsible for revenue generation, we understand the value of a champion. They're sort of the inroads to whatever company you're selling to. They're the person that is going to evangelize your message and win over key stakeholders. And but I also think that every salesperson knows sort of the pain of relying on your champion. And this is just a picture of kind of like a B2B sales process that I'm responsible for, that our team's responsible for. And even if you have, all the Zoom calls and even in-person conversations during your 6, 12, 18-month sales cycle, that total time that you spend interacting with them, data shows that it's often less than 5% of the decision-making time that your prospect is undergoing. So that other 95% of the time, you're sort of left a little bit in the dark. You've done your best to, qual and do all the necessary steps in your opportunity pipeline, but you're sort of waiting for an update. You're sort of, hoping for the best. And so Journey, we hope to solve that. And our goal is to help sales teams give your champions, give their champions the resources and support that they need to really help them close more deals and generate revenue. So we're going to talk a little bit through kind of how we do that and why we think it's important. So practically speaking, Journey, our goal is to remove friction in your sales process. And I think Asset Mule does this really well, as I've sort of played around with the tool before the demo. And for us, our goal is to empower your champions to sell with you. And that's very difficult when you're sending your prospect 10 links, 5 PDFs, several videos, and that's probably 5, 6, 7, 8 times throughout your 6-month sales cycle. So we're hoping to really aggregate a lot of those resources into a single repository and make it very easy for your prospects to sell alongside you throughout this process. So how do we do this? Well, our goal is to aggregate all of your assets together. That could be an asset mule, that could be a Storylane demo, that could be your PDFs, your videos, case studies, all these great things that marketing, product marketing, and sales is already developing, and provide it in a very seamless manner. So we're going to take a look at that. I just threw this in there sort of like what a couple folks did, but you can very much embed and place things like a Storylane to make your asset, to make your journey very interactive and relevant to your prospect, which is super neat. So we'll jump into the main use case, which right now that we're seeing Journey is the sort of post-demo follow-up. And the cool story that I always like to tell is we have a customer that has sort of leveraged Journey to the point where they use the number of Journey views and how their prospect interacts with Journey as a part of their opportunity qualification process. So they know that if their stakeholders in their pipelines and in their prospect, if they're viewing their journey more than 3 times within a 7-day cycle at the proposal stage, the likelihood of that opportunity closing is 75%. And so they know and have leveraged Journey Insights to be able to qualify their opportunities within their sales team's pipeline, which I think is a pretty neat story. But for us, I kind of want to walk through how to kind of go about building one of these journeys, because I think that's, part of the demo. So this is Journey here, and everything here is drag and drop. The fun thing about this tool, in my opinion, for sales and revenue generating teams is that you can integrate a lot of different things. So if you imagine that screenshot I sent you with those 5 links, the PDFs, the videos, our goal is to aggregate all of those resources to you here within Journey. So things like a mutual action plan, maybe that's important to you because you're able to communicate to your prospect what is upcoming within the sales process, and you want to communicate that. And you can embed those things directly into Journey by simply coming in here and dragging and dropping and, building out your, mutual action plan. Super easy. And I just gave you an example up here to do. Same thing with resources. Maybe for me, what I always like to do is I like to follow up with a Loom video that answers questions. Instead of sending them that Loom video, I'll include that in a Journey and embed it here under a section called resources. Maybe I have a PDF deck. I also just, while Justin was doing what he was doing, you can have a button that maybe goes to an Asset Mule one pager, for example. And then some really cool things that I think gets kind of the creative juices flowing with Journey is you're not sort of sequestered to static things, right? Because Journey is interactive, because you have the ability to iframe a lot of things. You can take, for example, like an ROI calculator that you built through Outcrow, or maybe you have something like a Storylane demo that you want to embed, or maybe you have a dashboard that communicates how your product provides ROI using analytics, and you have a dashboard that you want to actually embed and showcase to your prospect. You can very easily do that by simply coming in here and copying and pasting a link that we will automatically iframe. There's no code, no embed involved. All you got to do is simply drag and drop the link into Journey and make it easily available to you. Same thing with Gong. We have Gong integration. So I'll showcase this here. Let's just say you have a Gong recording. You want to share it with your prospect. We have a Gong integration. So you upload it, and then you can even generate a quick summary of it. I already created one here, but I created it again. So it takes that video, we'll ingest it using AI and provide your prospect a very easy summary of whatever that call was and make it available for them to actually view. So just want to, go through that couple of things and showcase. The other thing too, and this is not me, but this is one of our partners from HubSpot. He let me showcase this because they use Chili Piper, but you can even embed things like your Chili Piper link, your Calendar link, your cal.com link, your HubSpot meetings link. And obviously that call to action is really important if you are looking to sell. So that's a quick overview. And again, what's really nice about all of this is it's personalized. So you are able to customize, for example, when you share that link, maybe you have a thumbnail, you're sending a LinkedIn message or something like that with this Journey because you're focusing on maybe top of the funnel stuff. You can customize your thumbnail, customize the URL. You can use your custom domain. And there's a lot of kind of customization that you can do that I'm happy to talk through about if you guys are interested. But that's a quick overview of what Journey does in the most prominent use case. So outside of the post-demo follow-up, the other thing that we're seeing Journey used for is just signals, right? And I think as salespeople, as people who are trying to close deals, signals is something that is really important for us because it gives us some sort of leverage to participate in the buyer's decision-making process. And that could be at the very top of the funnel when you're prospecting, when you're doing outreach. That could be when they're actually in the sales process, like I showed you with the post-demo follow-up Journey. And that could even be, during kind of the negotiation phase. But one thing that we're really seeing that's been really fun is kind of how Journey is being sprinkled in throughout the customer lifecycle. And this is just something that's been really interesting to see that we actually took from a customer. So, for PLG tools, they track usage behavior, and oftentimes that usage behavior, triggers something like, hey, leave us a review and, get a $15 gift card. Instead of just sending like a generic email, one of our customers, and we, sort of asked permission to use this, they built a Journey for that. And at the very bottom, just to make it really fun and interactive, instead of just saying, hey, we'll give you, a $10 gift card, or hey, we'll send you a shirt, they built something very interactive where you just spin this wheel and, they take a screenshot, the customer takes a screenshot of it, and then it just makes it a lot more interactive. And that's the whole premise, I think, with Journey is that, throughout the sales process, the opportunity to provide a very personalized buyer-centric experience, whether you're at the top of the funnel doing outreach via LinkedIn, or whether, you're trying to, get ready to close them and hand them off to customer success. Our goal at Journey is to enable you, the kind of revenue generating team, to really care and build a relationship with your prospects through kind of these buyer-centric experiences.